Hey everyone. So after over 3 years on the road, we thought it might be time to show you what our travel day looks like. We've each got our own responsibilities. I typically handle the outside stuff.
And I do all the inside stuff.
Not all of it.
No, not all of it.
So one of the things that's unique, if you guys have been following us for a while, you know, lots and lots of RVers travel with pets, but very few of them travel with 4 cats. And, you know, that's a big part of what our, you know, setup is each day. We got a bee flying around us, you know, we got to deal with animals and bugs and stuff. So today's episode, we are going to take you through what a normal travel day looks like for us, our setup, our teardown process, and we hope you enjoy it. My primary responsibilities is everything outside of the camper. So often, if we can, if we know we're going to be leaving early the next morning, we will typically do as much of it the day before. And that's kind of the process that we're in the middle of right now. So I'm going around the outside, making sure that I kind of get everything that can get put away. I went back into the back of the truck, and let me take you over there. And I basically just kind of organized to make sure we had enough room. I still need to climb in there and move these buckets up there in the front corner so that there is more room back here, because we're still going to need to put the generator back here once we're done using that, which will be tomorrow morning, and the gas can and a few of the other miscellaneous things like the carpet and stuff. I'll probably take the carpet up today. I like to take it up the day before if I can, because that way I can let it dry out, and that way you're not putting it wet, rolling it up wet. I'll go around and I'll collect our little miniature lights, and then I will remove the tire covers. I will take the security cameras off of the roof. I will take down our little wind chimes here off of the slide, even though I sometimes wait until the very end to do that so that I remember the slide is out and I don't hit my head. And then the last thing, we'll probably do this tomorrow morning, is we'll get the ladder out and take down the Starlink. Sometimes, which we might do right now because there's literally nobody in these camping spots next to us other than our friend Chris over here in the Arctic Fox. I may take down the Starlink today and just set it out here in the grass. That way I don't have to get the ladder out tomorrow morning and take it down, and it can just sit out here in the grass and shoot to the northern sky.
One of the things I do the night before a travel day is I get our litter box that we keep in the back of the truck. I like to put that in the truck the night before, so you're going to come with me to do that. It belongs behind the driver's side. And this is the litter box that we use. And this kind's worked out really great. And then oops, I was putting it in backward. It goes in nice and tight like that. The back seat I need to clear off. And something else that I always do, because it's my biggest fear that the cats are going to crawl under a seat and then get out from the front seat. So one thing that I need to do is I always like to try to find something to put there to block any escape. And that's what that brown bag is for over there. I just have to move it to its spot. And that way the cats have access to the bathroom on travel days. And I keep this is funny, but it's so needed. I keep the poop bags, the dog poopy bags, I keep those in the car too. So when they do go number 2, I just take that bag, scoop the poop out, and then when we stop, I'll throw it away at a gas station or rest area that has a trash can.
Is I make sure I check the tire pressure. So we've got the tire minder, and let me get in the truck here. Nice thing about this version is it's cordless, so it's just based on solar. So I'll just go ahead and turn that on. Right now it has no signal. because I had forgot to turn it off when I drove somewhere, so it started beeping at me. But that's actually better, because then I'll know that it's registering the current tire pressure in the camper tires. Yep, so the one's at 60 right now, the front driver's side. So that's the other thing we do. We'll check the tire pressure. If they are below 65, I'll go ahead and inflate them with my Viair. And again, everything that we're using here is probably in our storefront on Amazon. So if you're interested in any of these products, be sure to check out our storefront. It's got a link to all these items, and it also helps out the channel a little bit. Thank you.
The other important piece of travel day for our cats is this little kitty cave. Now, Nico is usually the only cat that will go in there. He finds a lot of safety and comfort in there. And then I'm going to show you, I use that little bag to block any of the cats from trying to get out or escape under the driver's side seat. And then I'm just using this little tool bag of Kyle's to block that escape. None of the cats have tried to escape, but I always try to err on the side of caution and protect them all I can, but they do really well back here. Getting our garage area ready for travel day. I have my desk area, which I need to put away, and it's super quick. I'll set that to the side for now. Take my folding table down. Tuck that away. The big thing in here is to make sure things don't shift a whole lot during travel day. These 3 bins are going to come down. Our drawers always stay closed. And then I just kind of put things all over the floor, which I'll show you here in a sec.
One of the things we've learned over the over 3 years of travel now is that the cats are real apprehensive when they think we're starting to get ready to pack up. So a lot of times what we got to do is we got to get them early on and put them out in the car for, you know, maybe half hour, 45 minutes before we actually leave. Because if not, they will start hiding. Chanel likes to just hide under the covers on the bed, so she's fairly easy to get. Nico's the one who gets really skittish and kind of, you know, gets real tense and upset. So Michelle and I will probably typically get him first, take him out to the car and put him in there. Michelle will sit in there for a few minutes with him to calm him down, because a lot of times he'll end up getting sick as soon as he gets in the car from the stress. But once he's in the car, he's perfectly fine, along with all the rest of it. Mushi will sometimes recently been hiding underneath the couch, so hopefully they won't do that this morning, but we'll show you that adventure. So it's going to be kind of hard to watch Michelle take Nico out to the car, but we're going to go ahead and get him now and take him out and put him in the back seat. Michelle sit with him for a few minutes to keep him calm.
Yeah, he's always our first boy to take out. He knows. He's starting to know. So I get a good grip on him. Don't want to lose him. Just hide your face. It's okay.
Early on. It certainly feels like we're on.
Let me sit with him for a minute. Okay. I understand where you're coming from.
With the rear slide here, one of the things we have to do before we leave each time is we have to remove the backs on this new La-Z-Boy couch that we installed here several months ago. So we're going to do that, and then we also have to take down our projector screen as well as our projector, because the slide comes in this direction, and so it would hit all of those things and crush them or break the slides. So clearly we don't want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and get these backs of the couch removed, and then we'll take down the projector and the projector screen. All right, as you can see, we've got the couch kind of situated the way that we're going to have it during transit. We're going to take down the projector screen. We typically just lay that on the bed here and cover it up with a blanket so that it kind of stays in place. Our little steps for the cat are magnetized to the wall. We just pop those off. We'll leave those up on the bed as well. Michelle will check and make sure that everything's clear down below so that when we bring the slide in, we won't have any obstructions. And then before we do all that, I needed to get the Starlink because we have it routed through, and the Starlink is over there in the corner, so I have to disconnect that and pack that up and get the dish from outside. As many of you guys know, we also converted to a residential fridge. So because of that, there's not actually a locking mechanism on it. And so I basically had to come up with one myself. So I got some of this bendy twist tie wire or something like that. I got a little washer and a little thing from like a hoodie. And this is what we've done. I'm gonna hand it over to Michelle and she'll show you. She's gonna put in our bars. All right, so what I did is I installed a little hook or eyelet right there. I'll put that through there. Then we'll close the freezer door, the refrigerator door. Put that on there. And voila, it stays closed during transit. I know they sell things that do this, but they're extremely expensive, especially for this kind of fridge. Here we go. Now it won't open. One thing I saw on the Starlink Facebook user group is that if you can find, and they're kind of hard to find, one of these larger Sharpie markers, it fits perfectly on the end of the Starlink cable to protect it from dirt getting bent and stuff. Since it's a proprietary connection, they're kind of temperamental.
This is always kind of a nerve-wracking part for me. But what we do is Kyle's outside and he gives me the all clear that nothing is in the slide's way, and then I bring it in. Okay, here we go. I have my supports here ready to go. We put 2 supports under the slide just to help it not bear so much weight during travel. And I keep them in front of me so I don't forget to put them in. I use. So far, they do the job. And we don't have a whole lot to do. What we do like to do, though, I'll show you. We like to make sure everything is off the counter space. And those things typically go in our 2 laundry hampers, so they make a great storage place. And that's it for the bathroom.
We're gonna come back about 12 inches. Straight back. A little bit more. I know we've mentioned this in another video, but one of the things that we do, especially when we're boondocking out in these remote areas that have pretty rough roads coming in and out, we will not put our weight distribution bars on until we get out to the main road. It kind of reduces the amount of torque that's going to be on the frame itself and lets the hitch and the ball socket joint kind of manipulate a little bit easier. So we're going to leave the weight distribution bars off until we get down to the main road, and then we'll pop them on. Michelle is just taking off the X-Chocks, and then we're gonna have to do the stairs, and then we'll get off the little ramps. Steps. Michelle's just putting up the stairs, and then we're going to back off of our ramps. I'm in here just going through my checklist to make sure I've got everything done. I've also, typically a day or 2 before we leave, I'll go in and create a Google map of the route that we're going to take, along as well as any stops. And so I've done that. So now we'll just input that into the Android Auto, which, by the way, if you guys were watching earlier, we got that package when we went into town. This is what we got.
Well, we made it. We're right outside Great Sand Dunes National Park. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next week.